Few days ago, my Instagram DMs were blessed with a story of probably, I don't know, the cringiest kid on planet Earth or ever or whatever I'm going to title it. But today we got a wonderful story of just karma at its finest. I know you'll enjoy it. So strap in, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's call this guy Carl. So this all happened one day when Carl was just chilling in class, like minding his own business. Like he was doing nothing against the other guy who we're going to call Ben. And Carl, who's just minding his own business, hears Ben start to talk to this other kid. So Carl, who's interested now and who isn't really trying to do his homework because, I mean, I'm not even trying to do my exam work right now. Don't worry, Mom, if you're listening, I'm going to try very hard. Don't worry about it. But Carl was like, all right, what's Ben talking to this other kid about? So Ben goes up to this other kid and is like, I smell something. And the other kid is like, bro, get away from me, bro. What are you doing? And Ben's like, I smell single. I smell so much single all over you. I smell no girlfriend. You get no women, L. And this other kid is like, bro, yes. You got me. I'm not dating anyone. And Ben is like, I knew it. My senses are never wrong. And Carl, who's just sitting here witnessing whatever just happen, is just thinking to himself, dear God, man, what has gotten into Ben? Because Ben was always kind of known as kind of a weirdo, but this is a whole new level. So Carl decides to go back to his work. This is actually motivating to do his work because he just doesn't want anything to do with Ben and his shenanigans at this point. And Carl is just looking down at his paper, writing it out, doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he hears footsteps approaching him, and he's just thinking to himself, oh my God, dude, please tell me that it's not Ben. And he looks up, and sure enough, it's Ben looking at him, and Ben sticks out his finger, and Carl in his mind is like, bro, if you touch me with that disgusting little pig finger, I have no idea where that's been. I swear to God, I will beat. And then sure enough, Ben is like, beep, and then touches him. And it's like, beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's the single detector. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, yep, it's reading. Oh my God. He picks up his finger and looks at it. Oh my God, this must be broken. I've never seen a reading off the charts before for single L no women. Oh my God. Bro, are you okay? Do you need immediate medical assistance? And Carl is just looking at him like, bro, I'm just trying to do my work here. I'm not trying to engage with this. So Carl, who knows that nobody at the school, and Carl is not involved in school drama. He doesn't really care. However, he still knows for a fact that nobody at the school, in no manner, in no way, in no position, it doesn't even matter, right, is dating or has any romantic interest or secret romantic lust for this kid, Ben. Carl knows this for a fact. So Carl says, all right, bro, you know what? Beep, 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 the single detector's all over you too, bro. And Ben was like, this is where you are wrong. I have a girlfriend. And Carl's like, all right, well, I know she doesn't go to this school. I know she doesn't exist. And Ben's like, well, this is where she goes to another school. And Carl's like, all right, bro, I've heard that excuse literally every single, that's the oldest excuse in the book. She goes to another school. Yeah, right. You're basically saying she doesn't exist. And Ben is like, I will bring in proof. And he kind of raises his voice to everyone. He's like, everybody, I will bring in proof tomorrow that I have a girlfriend. I promise you. Because Ben has gone around to at least 7 kids already and had done some kind of skit talking about how single they are. So all the other kids are like, all right, fine, yeah, let's see it. Let's see the proof. So anyways, roll around to the next day. So sure enough, the next day, Ben comes in with a photo and he starts showing it around to people. And he's like, proof. And everybody is kind of upset because, first of all, well, the photo is blurry and it's not super clear. And it's not a full body shot, so it's very kind of difficult to decipher. However, it does look like, Ben has a girlfriend, and she's not, super ugly, unfortunately. I mean, look, it doesn't matter how your girlfriend looks, but she was, out of his league too, which just made it like more infuriating. So everyone kind of begrudgingly like accepted that Ben in fact had a girlfriend, and that, I mean, he didn't have the right to like go around giving them the beep bop like you're single L like skit or whatever. However, it's not as if he was being hypocritical when he was doing that. But Ben is like, he's thinking to himself, no, this isn't real. Like, something is wrong here, man. No way that someone like Ben, who acts the way he does, could get anyone like this. Not a chance. Not a chance. So Ben says, hey man, do you mind sending me that photo like later tonight? And Carl said that to Ben, and Ben's like, yeah, man, like, if you want to, like, sit there and cry like a massive river of tears, then that's totally fine, dude. I'll send it to you tonight. So Ben's like, all right, or Carl's like, all right, bet. Like, all right, that sounds good. So anyways, end of the day, and Carl's back at home, and he gets a message from Ben on Instagram because he didn't give Ben his number. No way he's getting his number. But they follow each other on Instagram, as that's a common courtesy. And he receives a photo, and Ben immediately downloads it to his camera roll so that Carl downloads it to his camera roll so that Ben can't like unsend it or anything like that. And he decides to look at the photo. And he's looking at the photo for a decent amount of time. And then it clicks, and he realizes the truth. And my God, is the truth something. Real quick, comment pillow down below. That's the secret word of the day. I'm pretty busy today with like exams and stuff, so I don't know if I'll be able to give out a heart to everyone, but comment pillow down below. You might be wondering why pillow is the secret word of the day, and you will see in just a second. Carl, after examining the photo, realizes that he knew that the girl looked suspicious. Because when Ben was showing off the photo of the girl to everyone else, he didn't let them examine the photo that closely. And Ben must have been, like, riding some high of, like, L, take this L, like, whatever, like, energy, that he completely forgot, like, his plan and allowed Ben to, like, see the photo for himself. Because the only reason why people fell for this was the photo was far away, it was kind of blurry, but it definitely looked like a girl, and it was, like, almost like, it was proof enough if you didn't look at it that closely. But when Carl looked at it really closely, right, he realized that the girl looked suspicious because it wasn't a girl at all. It was a photo of Ben, and the very top half of one of those anime weeboo body pillows, bro. That's why it looked wrong. And the thing is, like, for some reason, you couldn't really tell that it was that from, like, far enough away because it was blurry and you're far away. So as soon as Carl figured this out, that that the photo was like, you know what I mean, was a photo of some kind of like freaking body pillow thing, he immediately calls one of his friends in his class, who I think, I don't totally remember, or Carl didn't, I don't remember because I wasn't there, but Carl didn't specify in the Instagram DM. By the way, send me these stories on Instagram, it's in the description, that's how you submit them to me. But anyways, right, Carl was like calling up one of his friends who he doesn't remember if Ben did a little skit to, but there's a good chance he did. He's like, dude, you're not going to believe what I just figured out. Ben sent me the photo of him and his girlfriend. The guy that he was calling was at least in class and knew what Ben was doing and was like, bro, what about Ben's girlfriend? And he's like, dude, let me show you. So he sends him a copy of the photo, and his friend is looking at it. He's like, yo, something's up with this. And Carl's just like, dude, just keep looking at it. And then he waited a second, and he heard over the phone his friend go, yo, that's a freaking body pillow, dude. And Carl's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the friend's like, I'm sorry, I'm sending this everywhere. And Carl's like, okay, fine. Like, Carl was feeling a little bad, but then he just immediately remembered what Ben was, like, doing to him and everyone else in the class. And he's like, screw it, yeah, send it everywhere. So the photo goes everywhere. Everyone in their class sees it and realizes that Ben's girlfriend, who's been relentlessly bragging about and insulting them over, right, is actually some like anime waifu body pillows. Dude, so they get into class the next day, and everyone is like, hey, Ben, beep, beep, beep. Oh no, my single alert's going off. They were kind of like mocking and mimicking like all like the jokes and skits he was doing. And man was so embarrassed. He was like blushing the entire day. He didn't say a word. He had his like hoodie on, and it was like over his head, and he was just sitting at his desk. And moral of the story, don't be Ben. Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it, do it.